Okay, for our ArchiCAD tip of the week today, we're going to discuss how to use BIMx to track client feedback and field issues. So first, if you are going to use this feature, it's really important that you use ArchiCAD 27 or 28. It will not work with ArchiCAD 26 or older. So if you open up a BIMx file and you see this message, it's because you're using a BIMx model file that was previously used or previously created by ArchiCAD 26 or older. So you'll need to recreate the BIMx file if you see this message, and this message will pop up when you try to do what the steps I'm going to show you, okay? So first off, do you need to have BIM Cloud, the paid BIM Cloud from Graphisoft in order to do this? The answer is no. So you can do this as BIM Cloud, Teamwork Messaging, which is one option, or you can do it as what's called a BCF file option as the other. Okay, so this will work whether or not you have BIM Cloud or not. So, and whether or not you use Teamwork or not. So if you just want to use this as an individual without without Teamwork or BIM Cloud, you can do that. So if you are using Teamwork, then you would follow the process above, which would allow you to send an issue to ArchiCAD and click on a message button, or you can issue a BCF file, which is basically saving to folder and airdropping, which will allow you to save the files and share that as well. So those are the two options that you can use. Again, with the one for using a Teamwork or with BIM Cloud, you'll see the little button there at the top, which will allow you then to send to ArchiCAD. If you are creating an issue using the BCF, then what you're going to want to do is click the little plus button with the little at the top of the screen. You'll see the little message option there, and then you'll click that. It will come down showing issues, and then you'll click the little plus button. At that point, you're going to type in the name of this issue and what you want as a message, like client wants a door with windows, perhaps craftsman style. Okay, you're going to save that. Then you're going to click the plus button down below at the bottom of that. And if that, you don't have to, but this is really nice, you can add a view, okay? So this as an example where you can add the view of the garage where, where the client, where you're talking to them, and they want to add, perhaps a craftsman style door here instead of what's shown. And so you're going to click a plus button to capture that part of the conversation. Then at the top of your screen of that saved view now, you'll see a little circle with 3 dots in it. If you click that, you can go to edit image, at which point you can use your Apple Pencil or you can use your finger, and you can begin to draw on that image using the colors that you see down below in the bottom left. And so you could draw on some, squares with some, giving the idea of what a craftsman door might look like, and a note, saying that the client approves the change to the garage door. Then gets saved with this, at which point you can then save to the folder or airdrop it by clicking that little plus, clicking the select button up there, and then you can then save to folder or airdrop. In ArchiCAD, you're then going, once that's done, and that folder or that file has then been saved, that BCF file, you're going to go to ArchiCAD, and you're going to go open up the organizer from the document menu, and then the issue organizer from that, and choose import from that little sprocket at the upper right corner, and click import. I'm going to go locate that BIMx issue export, which is a BCF, that stands for BIM collaboration format file. This is an open format file that is used, and you're going to import that in, and then it's going to ask for whether or not you want that to be a survey point or ArchiCAD project origin. So based upon which one you're using, you just simply select that and go continue. If you're using the teamwork process, then you're simply going to go publish the BIMx model file, okay? And then once it's published, users can then are able to access that, okay? So that's really what's required in order for you to create a BIMx file as a teamwork file. You have to have 2 members or more, and it has to be in teamwork. And you need to publish that BIMx upper model file from your teamwork project file. Once that's done, inside of BIMx, it's similar process in the sense, well, slightly different process. You're going to go to the messaging button. Instead, you're going to click the option to create a new message. You're going to select a person on your team. In this case, I'm going to select Tracy Simmons. I'm going to add her to my message. And then I'm going to compose my message. And I'm going to go through the same steps I just reviewed with you for the BCF process. So both the BCF process and the teamwork process are the same for creating the message or creating the BCF component. So the same process there. Then if this is a teamwork format, then you're going to see in teamwork, you don't need to export anything, or excuse me, export and import for this for teamwork. Once you create that message and you go send, then the person in teamwork on their computer is going to see a message. It says, can you, whatever you put in there, can you research some design alternatives for the garage door? And then they'll see your message along with the image that you added to that. Once that's done, either, again, in the BCF option or in the teamwork, you're then going to click the issue in the issue organizer. So in that issue organizer, once you open this issue manager up, you can open up the issue details by clicking the little flag option in the upper right of the issue manager, and it'll open up the issue details where you can see the name of the issue, you can see when it was created, and when it was modified, who it was created by, the contents of information for that, what is the priority or the priority for it, and the status. And then if you want to see the image in more detail, if you click that little 3D icon there in the bottom right corner of the image in the issue manager, it will actually go and open up the 3D model within ArchiCAD and show you exactly where they were talking about in terms of that message in this particular issue. And then if you click the little sprocket, you can then go and say view image, and if you want to see the information there that someone put on that image in more detail, you can see that as a snapshot that will open directly in ArchiCAD and give you that information. And that is our tip of the week today. So let's get into ArchiCAD to look at all this in more detail.